BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Straight ahead on this edition of Perspectives, we go front and center recapping McDonald's Gospel Fest. We'll introduce you to the winners as well as the man who put it all together. That's coming up next, right on Perspectives.
Let 'em know. Anything relevant to life, you bring it to the table. Whether you make a move solo or a movement with a stable. No fables, you speak on your decisions. Cause in the long run, it's your voice, your views, your vision. Keeping it real with many messages for you to know. This ain't radio, but DJ runs the show. Entertainment, he rocks it. Politics, he locks it. The host with the most would handle any topic. Don't forget to share your perspective with shines of light. Cause it might make a difference in someone else's life. What's your perspective?
Express what's in your heart and your mind. Share your perspective.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Perspectives. I am Darren Hyman. We encourage you to stay connected to Perspectives. How do you do that? Well, you can watch us every week here on Channel 67. If not, you can check us out on our social networking sites. Hit us up on Facebook, BronxNet Perspectives, and then also on Twitter. There you're able to share about some past episodes of the show. If you want to see a future episode or you just want to just give us a shout out, that's the way that you can go ahead and do it because we love to share perspectives. Now, coming up on this edition of Perspectives, yes, McDonald's Gospel Fest. Usually we talk before, and we did, but now we want to talk after. It is after McDonald's Gospel Fest and a huge success held at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, and we're pleased to be joined by the man who puts it all together, Mr. Curtis Farrow. And good to have you back here.
What's up, Darren, my friend?
How's everything going?
Everything is fantastic.
Have you recuperated?
No, not yet, but,
Okay.
but I will. I promise you, I will. I'm just feeling so good. You know, we were able to really have probably one of the most phenomenal years we've ever had for McDonald's Gospel Fest. We had 19,000 people in the building. We were sold out a month ago. They tell me at the box office we turned another 3,000 away each week. So that's another 20,000 that we turned away.
Wow.
Everybody wanted to be a part of it this year and, you know, celebrating all of the top women in gospel music, the 13 women, and then all of the local talent. So it was absolutely a phenomenal time. But, you know, before we talk about that, I just want to compliment you. I know you're my friend, but you do a phenomenal work. And all of these young people here, it is amazing, and I want you to know that I'm proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Very
Appreciate
proud
that.
of you.
We're glad.
And I'm honored to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you. And
Thank
I mean,
you.
you're sharing this year. And when you talk about this year, you talked about it a little different because
Yeah.
last year was a very special year for McDonald's Gospel Fest. This
Right.
year takes on a different theme.
It did.
All the ladies.
All of the ladies, because as you know, 4 years ago, we did the Mighty Men of Valor. And did you do the opening prayer that year?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, the Mighty Men of Valor. So we had all men, and we did the top men in gospel music. Well, Darren, I don't have to tell you, but for 4 years, I had women on Facebook, I had women on email, on text, calling, even messages on phone in my office, attacking me in the street saying, Mr. Farrow,
Right.
when are you going to take care of the women? You know, I don't have to tell you.
I know how that went down.
Everybody here knows how it works.
Right.
So I said to the staff, I said, you know what? We're going to do the women who worship this year. And the staff was like, great idea, sir. It's like, we're going to do the top 13. And then the staff got quiet. You know, they were like,
Who is
13?
it? Yeah.
It's like, yeah. And you know what? God really gave me that because it was the easiest 13 contracts we've ever put in place.
Really?
It was the earliest we've ever had contracts in place. Everything this year went so smooth. It was phenomenal the way it all happened. And then just even from a press standpoint, we got more press. We got more attention this year than ever before. Beautiful review. I don't know if you saw the review in the New York Times on Monday morning. Phenomenal review in the New York Times and the Star Ledger. And just everybody really got into the women. And the women, oh my God, they were amazing.
They did their thing.
They did their thing. I mean, you had Dorothy Norwood who opened up, and she gave us devotional service. And I've never had an artist do her thing, leave the stage, and the entire arena kept singing the song, a whole verse and chorus, and she was back in the dressing room.
Wow.
Yes. And then Yolanda Adams, oh my God. You know, people always say, does Yolanda have it? She was just, stupendous. Her vocal range and she did a whole song a cappella and took the arena by storm, but it was just amazing. She was so strong. But the folks who really, Vicky Winans, of course,
Yes.
Vicky always does her thing. But the group that really stole the night was the Clark Sisters.
Wow.
Oh, my God. The Clark Sisters, I think everybody is still shouting from the Clark Sisters. So we had a fantastic time.
When you look at McDonald's Gospel Fest, you talk about the professional talent that's out there, these gospel
Right.
singers, but you have to be proud about the emergence of the various different talents that you have on the local side, because you got,
Absolutely.
I remember when it was just choirs.
Right.
Now you've got praise dancers.
Right.
You got mimers.
Right.
Give me a little bit about the emergence for you.
Well, for me, it's absolutely that. Darren, it's all about the praise dancers. That's really what Gospel Fest is all about. It's all about the local soloists, the male soloists, the female soloists, the teen soloists. It's all about the poets, comedians. We had the comedians. And this year we broke the comedians up and let each one of them go before each category. And the comedians were so great. And all of the talent lifted. But the great thing is when I first took over Gospel Fest, there were only choirs. And when I took it over, I said, hey, that's not what's going on in the church today. The church has choirs, but it wasn't just about choirs. So then I put praise dancing in. And now praise dancing is all across the country. Then we did rap all across the country now. So we just, each year, we look at what's out there and we try to, as long as it's for God and they're professing God, we go with it. And we try to let the community itself be so involved, because at the end of the day, that's what this program is for. It's about the community. It's about all of those folks coming together, celebrating one God, one night on one stage.
And tell me this, because I know you're going to hate me for this one. Now the work begins going to next year, I guess.
Already started.
So is there a particular theme you're going for next year? Or you just what's
God has blessed me with that theme, and Darren, I love you, and you are my friend.
But
I cannot tell you that theme yet.
Okay.
I always hold on to the theme. The only people who know the theme right now are my staff, and we hold on to it until September 1. And the reason we do that, because we used to tell people, and all of a sudden we look up, and for the summer, somebody was doing our theme.
Right.
So we hold it until September 1, until we get everything in place, and then we launch it. But yeah, no, we're excited about it. The other thing about this year's that made it so great is that gospel around the world is growing. So we had a Japanese choir, but we always have Japanese come over, but we had a Japanese choir, but we had a Japanese band that came with them. And they did We Shall Overcome. But in the old Japanese, with old Japanese instruments and voices, and then they went into Paul Morton's We Shall Overcome.
Right.
The audience went bananas. Then we had a group from Africa, and they did a cappella, and they were phenomenal. So then we also had a French group. So we have different folks from all around the world who come in to be a part of McDonald's Gospel Fest. So it's not only about the New York tri-state area now, it's bigger than that. It's about the world of gospel.
Does it ever amaze you, the fact that you have these people coming from all around the world?
Absolutely amazes me. Each time I'm so amazed. I got invited to London. I got invited to the Queen's celebration of the Queen's birthday because of the work that I do with Gospel Fest. You know what I'm saying? So it's so worldwide, it's so renowned around the world, and everybody's catching on, you know what I'm saying, which is a great thing. And at the end of the day, you know me, this is a ministry.
Right.
So the whole point is that if it's about the kingdom, I'm happy. And at the end of the day, the more we can build the kingdom, great.
So now that the work is going on, moving forward, we're going to hear some of the winners on today's show.
Yes.
And so we're
yes,
excited
yes,
about
you're going
that.
to hear a phenomenal soloist. I can't wait. He won the category. He's from the Bronx. And Jose, he is a singer. The boy can sing.
He can do it. Now, what do people do if they want to be a part of Gospel Fest? Because we got to get ready to go.
Yes.
So if somebody wants to get ready for Gospel Fest next year, heard all the good stuff, what do they do?
Call this number, 877-771-7772. A lot of sevens in there. We did that on purpose, God's number. You know it. You know.
I understand.
Okay.
And they understand.
They
a little,
understand. 877-771-7772. Sevens and a 1, sevens and a 2.
And then they can find out more information about McDonald's Gospel Fest. And certainly, we want you to stay connected to us. A. Curtis Farrell, thank you so much for
Oh,
coming.
thank you, Darren.
And listen,
you know you're my brother. I love you.
I love you too, and thank you for coming here and sharing with us. Listen, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, we will introduce you to one of the winners from McDonald's Gospel Fest who'll be sharing his talents right here on this very set. Much more to come. Stay with us. We'll be right back right after this.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush, brush. Every day and every night. Brush, 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 brush. Now it's your parents' time. Here's what you gotta do. Look and have your toothbrush and a take it brushy, brush your teeth. Reach out, you're almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1, now stop. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay. Wow. That is so weird.
Hey! Hi!
Oh my gosh. Hi. God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face. That was so good.
If I got to go to college, oh my goodness. I like discovering new things. You get to see what works for you and what doesn't. That helps you evolve as a person. And you get to make like a supernova of skill or talent or whatever it is. I've always wanted to go to college. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.
Back here on Perspectives and our guest A. Curtis Farrell. Before I let him go, I want to get a couple more things out of here for you, or from you, I should say. Out of all of the talent that you see locally, what are the things that really amaze you?
How good they are. We really have so much talent in the whole tri-state area. It is absolutely amazing. And the Bronx especially. Every year, the Bronx has at least 2 to 3, sometimes we've even had sometimes where the Bronx has had 5 winners. So there's so much untapped talent. So I think this opportunity for them, and think about this talent, they get to perform before 19,000 people. When are they going to have the chance to do that?
Right. Well, this is what I've always said, win or lose. If you have the opportunity to perform in front of 19,000 people on the same stage where gospel greats are going to be, you're a winner.
You're a winner. That's what I say to them all the time. It's not about the competition. I always say to them, it's about your ministry. It's about you using that gift and that talent that God blessed you to your best.
So now, is it just out of the tri-state area that you recruit
No.
from?
We only recruit in the tri-state, but gospel is one of those things where everybody talks to everybody, but we get talent from all over the country, actually all over the world. So we had a choir from Florida. We had praise dancers from L.A., so they come from all over.
And so the winners, we want to let you know, are from all over.
They
and
are.
So we want to take a look at some of the pictures of some of the winners. And as we take a look at some of the pictures of some of the winners, Curtis will let us know exactly who they are and the
superstar. She is the rapper in the rap category, and she has won 3 years in a row. Amazing. I mean, against all those men, she is phenomenal. Isaac Zellner, also a praise solo dancer. He was one of my babies. He actually started with me when he was 4. And now, age 16, he's won 3 years in a row, solo praise dancing. Amazing. Bayonne Steppers, what can I say? Y'all know stepping is a part of our culture.
That's right.
Yeah, they were wonderful. They're from Bayonne, New Jersey. Amazing. Amazing. Cletus, so oh my God, he did such a great job, this comedian.
Huh?
Yeah, but he came out, all of his comedy had to do with how we treat mothers on Mother's Day versus fathers.
Wow.
It was amazing, amazing. And Luther Gale's spoken word poetry, you know, poetry is big right now.
That's right.
He slammed us. As they say, poetry slam, he slammed us. He was phenomenal. Praise with Purpose, the dancers, the Praise Dance group, they did a phenomenal job. Really good, very dramatic. The Sisters, this is one of the groups to look out for.
Really?
This is one of the groups to look out for.
they're from?
They're from Perth Amboy, New Jersey, I
Okay.
believe. But you got to look out for them. And then, of course, Brielle Frage, this girl is going places. She's like a young Whitney Houston.
Wow.
She really is. It's beautiful. And Marsha Sapp, what can I say? Marsha used to sing backup for Timothy Wright. Mm-hmm. And those 19,000 people were out of their minds. That is a singing girl. She also, I know from the Gospel Fest that
Right.
a couple people have been talking to her, so I think she's trying to put a project together. So,
Okay.
amazing.
Wow.
Greater Central, this is their third year. They set a record. We've never had a choir win 3 years in a row. They were amazing. Joy Unlimited from Philadelphia.
All the way from
They were
Philadelphia,
the
Pennsylvania.
absolute best choir of the day. Also broke a record in the youth choir category 3 years in a row, winning. And this man, well, what can I say about him? Jose
I think I know him.
Figueroa from the Bronx, New York. And I believe this is Jose's second win.
Right.
And he laid it on us. And I'm sure he's going to lay it down for us today.
That's
and
it.
if he doesn't, he's going to have me to see about that.
Well, he has to give us.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, that's it. He got to come back and give us a
He
little
gonna-
something.
yeah, there you go.
So when we talk about McDonald's Gospel Fest, you see all the various different categories. You see 19,000 people in the
Yes.
seats, and you turn
And
it away.
we auditioned 20,000.
Wow.
We auditioned 20,000, and of those 20,000, 93 to 101 groups or people get in. But at the end of the day, that 91, 103, like this year we had 1,600 people that we got on and off the stage. Because most of the choirs
Right.
are like 90 people, 100 people.
Because I want to ask you, I'm saying you got all of this that you had is for winners, and
Right.
then you have your professional talent that comes on.
Yeah.
How do you work all that together real quick?
You know what? It's a lot of hard work, but we get it done. A lot of prayer. Let me
That's
put it
it.
that way.
That's it.
Yeah, and I do. I pray. Please, Lord, let it go through this way. Let it go through smooth, you know. But we get them on and off. I like to tell people we're professional people movers.
All right. Well, we want to thank Curtis Farrell for coming here.
Thank you.
And really moving us through McDonald's Gospel Fest. And as it continues to grow throughout the years, we invite you to come on out. If you've never been a part of it, go ahead and check it out. I'm telling you, it's something worth seeing, something worth experiencing. Not only do you get to see gospel celebrities, but you honestly get to see local gospel talent who are on their way to becoming celebrities, and some of them really are right now celebrities. Stay with us because we're going to introduce you to one local celebrity when we return right here on Perspectives. We'll be right back.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities, to ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child.
Give. Advocate.
Volunteer. Live united. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush, brush. Every day and every night. Brush, 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 brush. Now it's your parents' time. Here's what you gotta do. You can have your toothbrush and a take it brushy, brush your teeth. Good job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're back here on Perspectives. Our topic of conversation, the McDonald's Gospel Fest, which just took place, and one of the winners right here in studio. We're pleased to be joined by Jose Figueroa right from the borough of the Bronx, and we're glad to have you. And once again, good to have you. Curtis says two-time winner. I happened to be there for the very first time, and I wasn't there this time, but I hear that you took it down one more time. How's it feel?
It feels great. It feels great. You know, a platform as big as the Gospel Fest, to be able to audition twice, get in twice, and win twice. I mean, what more could you really ask for?
Did you feel the need to have to do more, given the fact that you won the first time? What was your mindset going in?
Yes and no. I felt like, you know, once you win, it's almost as if because people remember who you are. So it's almost as if you have to do the same or better than what you did before to attempt to win again, or at least to captivate the audience. But then on the other side, my aim is always to just let God have his way. So whether I do better or not, as long as God has his way, that's what's most important. You know what I'm saying? So even if it's not as vocally, you know, crazy as my first one, as long as I'm still delivering the message that's necessary, I'm good.
What's it like for you in your church and in your community, given the fact that you come back home and you got the crown, that you're the winner? What's it like for you?
It's interesting. It's funny because that night when I won, you know, some of my church members were there and they were screaming and carrying on and, oh my God, we're so excited. But they wouldn't let me forget, you still have to be in church in the morning because you have to lead praise and worship. So it's like, you know, there's still an expectancy. You know, yeah, you're a winner, that's great, but everybody understands who I am first. And I'm a child of God.
Too,
yeah, Bronx Christian Fellowship. My pastor's Tim and Q English. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. They're awesome, you know, and after all is said and done, I'm a child of God. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's first and foremost for me. I'm a worshiper. I'm a minister. It's who I am. So aside from just the performer side and the singer side, I'm there to deliver a message. I'm there to be a blessing to the people. And as long as that's what I do, I'm content.
After you come up with an experience like Gospel Fest and winning Gospel Fest, what are your plans now? Is there an album coming? Is there what's going on?
Well, I am currently working on my album. By the grace of God, it should be out this year, but you know, we'll see what happens. But I am working on one that's long overdue. My first album came out in 2010, and it was all cover songs. And this one is like my baby because this one is going to be all original music. So I'm really, really excited about it and about what God is doing, because I don't consider myself a songwriter, but every one of these songs, God gave me words and lyrics, and they're all mine. So I'm really like, this is me, you know. But I'm nervous because people are used to Jose covering other people's stuff and I guess making everybody else's stuff his own. This is now me being me, you know? It's not just personality that you're getting. It's not just a voice that you're getting. You're also now getting my heart because these are my own emotional words, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little nerve-wracking, like, are the people still gonna like me? Are they still gonna accept me? But again, after all is said and done, God is first, so.
That's right. We're going to get to hear from Jose coming up right after the break, so stay with us because he's going to sing to us, and you be ready.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
When you've done all you can, seems like it's never enough. Tell me, what do you say when your friends turn away and you find yourself alone? Yeah. when you've given your all. Seems like you can't make it through. You just stand when there's none left to do. You just stand. Watch the Lord see you through. Oh, after you've done all that you can, you just stand. The guilt from your past. Tell me, how do you deal with the shame? Oh, how can you smile when your heart has been broken and so filled with pain? Yeah, tell me, oh, when you've done all you can and it seems like you can't make it through, no. Oh, you just stand when there's nothing left to do. You just stand. Watch the Lord see you through. Oh, after you've done all that you can, you just stand. And be sure, be not entangled with bondage again. You just stand and oh, my God has a purpose. Yes, God has a plan. When you've done all you can and it seems like you can't make it through, no. Oh, you just stand. You just stand. Oh, you just stand. Oh, be strong. Just hold on. Yes, be of good courage. My God will see you through. Oh, through the storm and through the rain, through your hurt and through your pain. Oh, you just stand. You just stand. Oh, stand. After you've done all you can. After you think you've done all you can. Oh, after you've done all that you can, you just stand. Oh, yeah. You just stand. God bless you.
Jose Figueroa, thank you so much for coming and helping us to stand.
Hey.
And we'll look forward to hearing more of your music. And when the album drops, you come on back and share with us.
Will do. Thank you.
All righty. And that about wraps it up for us here on this edition of Perspectives, recapping McDonald's Gospel Fest. I'm Darren Jaime, telling all of you till the next time we meet, stay safe, share your perspective with somebody else. It just might make a difference in their life. Take care.